Good morning, students. Welcome to the mathematics class. So, we are discussing one board paper, okay, mathematics model paper. So, in the last video, we covered up to 20 problems, okay. So, today we are going to continue with the 21st question. So, look at the 21st question. Is it visible now? Yes. So, 21st question is like this. A of 1 comma 2, then O of 0 0. O of 0 0 in the sense it is origin, no? If the points A of 1 comma 2, O of 0 comma 0 and C of A comma B are collinear. Okay, so now you have to recall the definition of collinear. If the points are collinear, then which statement? A is equal to B, then B is equal to 2A, then A is equal to 2B, then A plus B is equal to 0. Which one holds? If the points A, O, C are collinear, points coordinates are given 1 comma 2, 0 comma 0 and A comma B. If these 3 points are collinear, then which one is right? Which condition will get? Just once imagine in the Cartesian plane, if these 3 forms are collinear in the sense area of the triangle is equal to 0. No? We all know that when the 3 points lie on the same line, then will not get actually triangle shape, no? So we can observe the 3 vertices in the triangle, okay? So but now the 3 vertices, 3 points are in the same line in the sense area of the triangle is 0. So then we can use the area of triangle is equal to 0 concepts to get the condition, okay? So look at the solution part of this one. So for that I'm moving to one page. Next. Next. 1 second. Okay, students, see the solution part of this one. See, points A, O, C are collinear. Points A, O, C are collinear. A coordinates 1, comma 2, so that we have to take it as x1, y1. Then O, 0, 0, that is x2, y2. Then C of A, comma B, that one we have to name it as x3, y3. From statement 1, we can say that area of triangle AOC is equal to 0. Okay, so collinear points in the sense the 3 points lie on the same lines, therefore area of the triangle is 0. So area of the triangle in the Cartesian plane coordinate geometry you have to remember, okay, half of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2, which is equal to 0. Now next step is we have to substitute x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3. Okay, so x1 is 1, y2 is 0, y3 is b. Okay, now substitution part and all easy, no? This that is equal to 0. Now half 1 here 0 minus b is minus b, then 0 into anything is 0, then a into 2 minus 0 is 2 only, that is 2a. Then half here minus b 0. So half, let us transfer this 2 to this side. So 1 by 2. So if we transfer this 2 to this side, actually 0 into 2 0 only. That's why half vanished. Okay, minus b plus 0 plus 2a is equal to 0 remaining. Then minus b plus 2a in the sense 2a minus b. Can we arrange that in the form of 2a minus b? 2a minus b is equal to 0. Then 2a is equal to plus b I2. B is equal to 2a. So we got the relationship that 2a is equal to b or b is equal to 2a. Do we have that option? Yes, of course. Option B. Option B is b is equal to 2a. Got the idea of this problem, no students? Huh? Got the idea? Do you have any confusion regarding this? No. So then we will move on to 22nd question now. So 22nd question is like this. In the graph given, the length AB is, okay, in the graph given, here one graph you can observe. What is the length of AB? It's a simple question. Option A 1 unit, option B 5 units, option C 3 units, option D 4 units. Which is the right answer, students? Are you observing AB here? AB. Here 1, 2, 3. So what is your answer actually? What is your answer? What is the length of AB actually? Yes. See, AB length. A starts from here. Place 1. See here. 1 to 2 andre 1 unit cover ಆಯ್ತು. So then 2 to 3 andre 2 units cover ಆಯ್ತು. 3 to 4 andre 3 units cover ಆಯ್ತು. So option C is the right answer. So which is the right answer actually? Option C. So option C, 3 units is the right answer. But some students, they are sending the message that 4 units. Don't take the distance from the origin. So A starts from the first position here 1. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಿರೋ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 4 ತನಕ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ 4 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ ಕೆಲವರು. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕೌಂಟ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 to 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್, 2 to 3 1 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್, 3 to 4 1 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ 3 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್. ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ AB is 3 units. It's a very simple question. Okay, next question, 23rd question. A student scored 65 marks in first language, 50 marks in science, 55 marks in social science, and some marks in mathematics. Some marks in mathematics. Once again, I want to repeat this statement. A student scored 65 marks in English, first language, 50 marks in science, 55 marks in social science, and some marks in mathematics. If the average marks, some marks andre alli mention madilla, unknown, that some mark we can take it as x alva. Okay, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ x ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. If the average marks scored by him in all the 4 subjects is 60, what is given here? Average ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೀನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೀನ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್. 4 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 60 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Then the marks scored by, okay, so marks scored by him in mathematics is, ಸೊ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಮೀನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 4 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ? ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 60 ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ 60. But what is the marks in the mathematics subject? So that we have to calculate. By looking the option, we cannot give the conclusion, no, 65, 60, 50, 70. So we have to see the right method, right? What we have to see now? Solution part. So now just I'll share the solution part for this actually. 23rd question. Yes, here we have the solution. Look at the solution. So we have arranged this in the form of table. First language marks is 65, science 50, social science 55, mathematics marks is unknown, that is x. Average. So when we add this one, we'll get 65 plus 50 plus 55, 170 plus x. So sum of this one is 170 plus x. Total number of subject is 4. Average marks is already given 60. So average marks is already given 60. Average marks in the sense mean is equal to 60. We all know the formula to find out the mean, that is sigma xi divided by n. Only observation is given, no, that's why sigma xi, or sum of all the observation divided by total number of observation, is equal to 60. Sigma xi is what actually? 170 plus x divided by number of subject x, sorry 4, which is equal to 60. Then transfer this 4 to this side. 60 into 4 is 240. Then x is equal to 240 minus 170. X is equal to 70. So he scored 70 marks in mathematics. Got the idea of this one now? Okay. So I think you have got the idea. Simple question. So you have studied this type of concept in 9th standard only. Simple sum of all the observation divided by number of observation. Now we'll move on to our next question. Meaning. 24th question. Yes. Here we have the 24th question. The empirical relation between the 3 central tendencies is. So in the class also we discussed this topic actually, the empirical relation. So this question is repeatedly they are asking in the paper. Okay, empirical relation between the central tendencies. You all familiar with the central tendencies? Mean, median, mode. These are the 3 measures of central tendencies. What is the relationship between these 3 actually? So which is the right answer? All are telling that 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean, right? No? Is this right option? Option A is right. Or 2 mean is equal to mode plus 3 median? Allah. Then 2 median is equal to 2 mode plus 3 mean. No. Then mode is equal to 3 mean minus median. No. So it is given in your textbook also in the statistics chapter. In the last page, they have mentioned the empirical relationship between the central tendencies, 3 central tendencies, that is 3 times of the median always equal to the mode plus 2 sum of the mode plus 2 times of the mean. So if in one question, if anyone asks, find out mean, median and mode for the same data. That time you can choose any two for calculation, mode and mean. Then median you can get by this relation only. Substitute mode value and mean value in this relationship, then you will get the median directly. So this is the relationship between the 3 measures of central tendency. So when the 4 options given, no, it look like same. So which one is right? Then that type of confusion you will get. So for that you have to remember the relationship properly. So what is the actually drawback of back of the multiple choice question? No, sometimes these formulas, no, look like same. Option A is also right, B is also right, C, D. So you will get confused when you are not having the proper idea of that statement. Okay, so 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean. Got the idea of this question? No? Yes. So we are moving to the next question, that is 25th question. This is also related to statistics part only. In the given frequency distribution table, the median class is, okay. So if they ask for the modal class, fatafat, just by looking the highest frequency, we can easily guess the answer, right? Now they are asking to find out the median class. Can we guess the answer by looking the answer options only? No, no. Okay. See, same to same table. Sometimes they may ask the question of modal class. Now it is median class. If they ask modal class, what is your answer? In the frequency distribution table, the modal class is anta kelidre ಏನು ಬರಿತೀರಾ? Modal class ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ highest frequency is 15, so 30 to 40 is the answer for the modal class. But here the question is median class. So what method we have to apply to find out the median class? How can we guess the median class? For median class, first we have to find out the cumulative frequency, right? Yes. So now we'll show the solution part of that question. Section. Next page. Yes. Here we have. Okay. Class interval is there. 1 second. It's recording. See here, to find out the median class, we have to find out the cumulative frequency. So afterwards, we have to find out actually n by 2. That n by 2 value, where we have to search actually. So we have to search that n by 2 60 in a cumulative frequency box actually. Okay, so that is the method. Okay, let us see the answer actually. Now you can give the conclusion now. Yes, cumulative frequency. First one is, let us work out this problem here only. Yes, first CF. Let us make one column here, CF. Okay, next one. First one is 5 only. Then second one is 5 plus 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. Okay. Next 13 plus 12, 25. Next 40. Next 60. Next 60. See, got the idea of this one now, finding the cumulative frequency. Now frequency column, this one is right actually. So frequency, sum of the frequency is 60. Okay, then we have to find out n by 2. N by 2, that is 60 divided by 2. 60 divided by 2, 30. That 30 we have to find out in the cumulative frequency group. Okay, so now in the first cumulative frequency only 5. Next second one 13. Third one ಅಲ್ಲಿ only 25 ತನಕ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ 30 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 25 ಇಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 40 ತನಕ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 30 will be covered in this. But Panaga, your answer is right actually. But this is the method. Okay, so 40 up to 30 will get here. So that's why 30 to 40 is the median class. Okay, 30 is the upper limit of 20 comma 30 as the following distribution. It's okay, no problem. Class interval, frequency, then we have to work out the cumulative frequency to find out the median class. Okay, so cumulative frequency you have to work out, then you have to do n by 2, then n by 2 is 30. So 30 we have to search in this cumulative frequency, so it will be covered here actually. So or actually Pannaga, he worked out by the direct method for multiple choice. Okay, no problem. Okay, Pannaga, you want to tell something?
No,
Yes.
Matas.
Clear?
Yes, Matas.
Okay, ನೀನು actually ಬೇಕಂತಾನೆ. Okay, now we'll move on to the next question. Okay. Our next question is this one. Yes. So in the triangle ABC, it is given that AB by AC. See, just to see the picture. AB by AC is given. Then BD by CD. This BD divided by CD. And angle B is equal to 70 degree. Angle C is equal to 50 degree. Then angle BAD is dash. Angle BAD is dash. See here, this angle is 70, this angle is 50. Then what is given actually? Ratio. What is that? AB divided by AC. So then BD divided by DC. These two triangle sides are in proportion. So this AB divided by AC, AB divided by AC, then BD divided by DC, then one side AD is common only. So here actually one concept is there. If this type of sides are in proportion, then here this AD is a act like this angle bisector of angle A. Actually this is called as angle bisector theorem. Okay, angle bisector theorem, but adu nimage bandilla angle bisector theorem, but they have asked the question about that angle bisector theorem. You just keep it in mind. Angle bisector theorem antandre when the two triangles are in proportion, then here we can observe this AD is bisect the angle A. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಆಂಗಲ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆರ್ ಇದನ್ನೇ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಆಂಗಲ್ಗಳು ಆಂಗಲ್ BAD ಅಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ CAD ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ದ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನ್. ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಥೇರಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಥೇರಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್? ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದು 70, ಇದು 50 ಇದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ A is according to angle some property of triangle is 60 degree. then angle bisect ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ each angle they have asked only angle BAD alva. So this is 30 and this one is 30. So BAD is actually, what is the answer? BAD is 30 degree. Got the idea of this concept now, students? Yes, angle bisector theorem. Okay, so next question, 27th question. 1 second. 27th question. In the given figure, triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF and angle ABC is equal to angle DEF is equal to 60 degree, then the length of AC. Okay. In the given figure, two triangles are similar. Just observe ABC is similar to DEF Angle ABC and angle DEF are both are 60 degree. Then the length of AC. So similar triangle 60, 60. So then here 4.8 and 2.4. Here 6 and 3. Can you guess AC? What is your answer actually? 2.6. How? 2.6. Yes, we can easily say the answer that 3, 6 here, 2.4, 4.8, then 1.3. So that is here double. Actually 2.6. Answer is 2.6. Just I want to show the solution part also. Next in the here you just observe. So yes, two triangles are similar triangles. So AB divided by DE, which is equal to AC divided by DF. According to proper method he worked out Pannaga. Okay, AB divided by DE, which is equal to AC divided by DF. Two triangles are similar according to SAS similarity criteria. Okay, so when sides are in proportion, you all know that topic actually. AB 4.8 and DE 2.4. Then AC is unknown, DF is 1.3. So then here simplification 2.4 ones are 2.4 twos are. Then here cross multiplication 1.36 is are. That is answer is 2.6. Got the idea of this problem, students? Yes. So next question is 28th problem. 28th question. In the triangle ABC, DE parallel to BC. In the triangle ABC, DE parallel to BC. If AB is to AD is 5 is to 3, then area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle ADE. Okay. So what is given actually in triangle ABC? DE parallel to BC is given. DE parallel to BC is given. AB is to AD is 5 is to 3. AB and AD are sides of the triangle ABC. Okay, na? AB is to AD measurement is given. Using this relation, then we have to find out the the ratio of the area of triangle ABC and triangle ADE. For this, we have one theorem actually. So you have to use that. What actually? So now let us move on to solution part. Next page. Back. This one only. See here. So triangle figure ABC, DE parallel to BC. What is given actually? AB is to AD, which is equal to 5 is to 3. Now in triangle ABC and in triangle ADE, angle A is common. We are observing this ABC big triangle and ADE small triangle. In that angle A is common for both the triangle. Common. Then angle ABC is equal to angle ADE, corresponding angles, because these lines are parallel. Therefore, this ADE triangle is similar to ABC triangle according to AA criteria, similarity criteria. So now similarity, two triangles are similar in the sense ratio of the area of the two triangles are equal to the, so ratio of the corresponding sides square. ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ನ ಏರಿಯಾದ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆ ಎರಡು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ನ ರೇಷಿಯೋನ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಡಿ ಇ is equal to AB by AD. See this AB divided by AD. These are the corresponding sides of ABC triangle and ADE triangle. So AB by AD square ge equal ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So AB by AD ratio is 5 by 3. Then 5 by 3 whole square is 25 by 9. Got the idea, no? So option is option D, 25 by 9. So now the next question, 29th question. Look at this 29th question. In the given figure, angle ABC 90 degree, BD perpendicular to AC. ABC 90 degree. This BD line is perpendicular to AC line. AB 6, then BC 8 centimeter, then CA 10 centimeter, CA completely 10 centimeter. Then what is the length of AD? What is the length of AD? That we have to calculate. I think again here also we have to use that same similar triangle concept. No? Yes, we'll move on to the solution part. One second. Here we have. See here. Again, we have to say that whether two triangles are similar. Which two triangles are similar? ABC triangle and this small triangle ADB. Are they similar? Yes, of course. Because angle ABC, which is equal to angle ADB, both are 90 degree. Then this angle A is common for both the triangle. Angle A, which is covered in ABC triangle also, ADB triangle also. That's why this triangle and big ABC triangle similar. So you all know when the two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in proportion. So according to that proportion, this AB divided by AC, which is equal to AD divided by AB. So I took this one because I have to calculate this AD. AB by AC is equal to AD by AB. Then AB is given 6. AC is given 10, then AD is unknown, 6, then 6, 6 are 36 here cross multiplication. So then 10 AD, therefore AD is equal to 36 divided by 10, that is 3.6, that is 3.6. One second. Yes, 3.6. Option B is the right answer for that option B. So next, 30th question. The sides of some triangles are given below. The sides of some triangles are given below. Identify which does not form right triangle. Identify which does not form right triangle. So all the four options are triangles only, measurements of triangle. But we have to observe which does not form right triangle. How to guess right triangle? So we all know that for right angle triangle, so the square on the hypotenuse which is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. We have to balance that one in the right angle triangle, right? No? So hypotenuse is nothing but the longest side. So here we have to balance square of the longest side which is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Can we get in the first one? Here 13 square. So which option is right? Which option is satisfied for the Pythagoras theorem? Yes. I need your answer. Nutan, option C, right? Option C, all are telling that option C. Why? Because here it is 8. Longest side is 8. This is hypotenuse actually. If it is forms right angle triangle, then it forms, then we can say that it is hypotenuse. Otherwise, longest side. 8 is longest side, that is 8 square. 8 square is 64. Then 6 square is 36. Here 3 square is 9. Can we get 36 plus 9? Here. Can we balance that one? See, I got the meeting warning. Don't go anywhere. Just I want to continue. Last 10 questions are very simple questions. Here we have the solution part. Okay. So what is the question actually? One second. I want to revisit the question. What they asked actually. One second. The sides of some triangles identify which does not form a right angle triangle. Yes, of course. Okay. So, ಯಾವುದು right angle triangle na form ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay. So, that's why I got confused. Okay. ಯಾವುದು right angle triangle ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ question actually. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಇದು right angle triangle ಅಲ್ಲ. Because 8 square is 64. 6 square and 3 square. okay, add this which is not equal to 64. So option C does not form a right angle triangle. Okay, so remaining, okay, 12 square, here 5 square and 13 square, it forms right angle triangle. Here 17 square, so then sum of the squares of the 8 square and 15 square, it forms right angle triangle. And this one you just check 625. Then here 24 square and 7 square, this also forms right angle triangle. Only this option C is not forming the right angle triangle. Okay, so it is not balancing the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, yes, option C is the right answer. If you want a solution part, just for your reference, okay, you can give the answer, no? 386. Okay, Pannaga tumba neat agi barದು ಕಳಿಸಿದಾನೆ actually ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋ ತರ. 8 square 64, 3 square plus 6 square which is equal to 9 plus 36, 45. So not equal, that's why these three measurements does not form a right angle triangle. Okay students, so now I got the meeting warning. Okay, last 10 minutes I need to complete the remaining 10 questions. Remaining 10 questions are very simple question. Just I want to continue for 10 minutes. So do one thing, let us end this meeting. So join with the same link. Okay.